Hi there, Thomas McIntosh for British Magic Time. Last night I was at FNM for the launch day of Amonkhet's draft. I put together quite an aggressive mid-range white-green creature-based deck, which unfortunately wasn't quite aggressive and fast enough to take down the big green-black and red-green monster decks with their removal and their big creatures for counter-attacking, and it wasn't quite solid enough to hold off a super aggressive white-blue deck with the 1/2 unblockables and lots of 2-drops and 3-drops and 4-drop exert birds that would buff the team and Trial of Solidarity and just killing extremely fast on turn 5. So I feel like I was a bit too mid-rangey. I should have been more aggressive or less aggressive. But anyway, I got a Consolation booster, so let's crack that open and see what's in there. Firstly, let's get rid of this very nice, beautiful old school island and the very useful token cutout bits, various shenanigans which are going on in Amonkhet. So we'll start out with Unwavering Initiate. I've played quite a lot of these in white, haven't been particularly successful. I think maybe white wants to be really, really aggressive, and I haven't been playing it aggressive enough. I've been trying to be a bit more mid-rangey and just not getting in for the last points of damage, just getting stuck, not quite hitting people hard enough. So I think you want to be super aggressive with these guys, and the Embalm just lets you kind of be aggressive, trade off, and just come back for more. Compelling argument. There is not a compelling argument for playing Mill in this format. Martin, I'm looking at you. In Aketra's name, I think this is better than it appears, because if you are being super aggressive in white, you know, pumping the team for 1's okay, and you will have a lot of zombies, like you've got the 1-drop tapper and the Binding Mummy at 2, which also taps things down. You know, quite a few mummies that are just natively mummies, you don't have to embalm them, so I think that's actually pretty good. Splendid Agony, which is fantastic black removal if you're in you know, the black-green -1/- counters, or even in other black-based more control-y decks. Seeker of Insight, which I think is better than it looks. I've seen it be quite good in a black-blue cycling deck. They were casting quite a lot of spells and getting to draw quite a few cards, well, loot quite a few cards. And it's got a nice defensive 1/3 body, so I think it's better than it looks. Illusory Wrappings, which is good blue removal, 0/2, fine, and it even stops Embalm because it doesn't kill things. Fling, which might be better than it looks again, because if you're red and you just need to get those last few points of damage in, you know, it gets you there, because the rest of your creatures are going to be super aggressive, and red cartouches stop things blocking, and Fling might just get you the last few points. Don't know, haven't played red yet. Horn Kopesh, which is meh. Pathmaker Initiate, which is exactly what red wants to do. 2/1 for 2, and then later on you can just make your slightly bigger 2-power red things not be able to blocked. So good stuff. Likewise, this is a staple of the green decks. You can cycle it for 2 early or play it late as a massive 7/7, and if you get really lucky and you get Champion Ronus in your pool, you can just spit it out on turn 5 and start hitting people very early with it. So great card. Renewed Faith, which is part of the cycle of cycling spells. White is not a cycling colour, so it's, I think, one of the worst. You're just gaining life. And like I say, I think white wants to be pretty aggressive, and this is the opposite of aggressive. So I really don't think this is very good. You're not getting any cycling synergies off it in white. Crop Crasher. This is a hell of a lot better. This is exactly what red wants to do. A hasty creature, stop things blocking. Just good stuff, just good aggressive stuff. Destined to Lead is fine if you're in green-black. You get to survive some combat, and later on just mess up combat by making everything block something and get your big guys in to finish a game off once your big green-black mid-range deck has stabilised and is counter-attacking. And lastly, for our rare, we got Commit to Memory. I don't know how good this is in Limited, but I've heard today on Reddit that LSV's playing this in a mono-blue control deck in Standard, and there was like a 40-minute one-game stally, grindy mirror match that he played, and Commit to Memory featured in that. So I guess it's pretty good in Standard. How good it is in Limited, I'm not sure. I guess maybe it's tempo-y. If you're tempoing people out, you're putting their pumps on top of their library, hitting them for more, and then refilling your hand when you spent all your spells. Don't know. I think I would probably just first pick the Crop Crasher. because this is exactly what red wants to do, and I haven't really played red in the format yet, and I'd like to try it out, being super aggressive like this. So, no invocation, no particular value, but an interesting Crackapack. Would you choose an uncommon like me, or would you go for the rare and go blue? Let me know in the comments. Thanks, and see you again next time.